Hello everybody. I couldn't resist doing that. Crazy times. Crazy. It's about as crazy as I get actually. But today is Saturday and I am purely sitting here with the laptop on my lap and I am doing some links to some of my videos, also responding to some comments. Loads of comments lately, which is really good, so keep them coming. Now my Saturday morning, because it's currently midday already, was dropping my daughter to work, also doing some shopping, catching up on chores, things like that. And now I'm just watching back and going through the comments on the Rift Labs Kick light, which is a really cool video light that works in combination with your iPhone. Really very good indeed. There are a few little quirks on it that I wasn't too keen on, but overall I thought it was a brilliant product. Shame it is quite expensive, but it does do a lot more than just a regular sort of video light, so I suppose it's sort of justified to some degree. Anyway, so on with answering these comments. Wow, that was one long power nap. So I just finished updating all of the apps on my late 2013 Mac Pro. This is a quick snapshot of what I'm currently using. Milo is 2 years old today. Got a new monkey. What have you done to this monkey? Look at him. And you got a new blanket as well. Milo? Okay, I know you're tired after your birthday. Happy birthday, mate. So it's now about 9 o'clock in the evening and I am actually not working for a change. I'm actually just sitting down relaxing. Everyone else is doing their own thing and I'm just watching a bit of television, having a cup of tea and chilling. So it's really nice. I did, admittedly, even though it's the weekend, I did do about 2 or 3 hours work this afternoon. I edited 3 videos. I just wanted to get sort of edited and ready to upload. And it was really nice actually, because over lunch my son took an interest again. As you know, about about a month or 6 weeks ago now, crikey, time goes so quickly, he actually did some work experience with me. And during that week of work experience, he had a real involvement in one of the videos, which was the 1+1 smartphone unboxing. Different style altogether of presenting, different style of editing, and a lot of you liked it. And he shows an interest quite a lot in what I'm doing, which is really nice actually. And he said, hey Dad, you should try this and this on a couple of your videos, you know, try some sort of information panels rather than just doing the sort of cut edit sort of style. So I thought, okay, I'll try it, not a problem at all, and I was just really appreciative of the input. So I've tried that in 2 of these 3 videos, which will be up on the channel probably, I would say, in about a week to 10 days time, something like that. So so yeah, that was good. Very, very good exercise to go through and try something different again. It's always good to switch things up. I'll always do that with the Geekanoids channel. I'll always evolve the channel and try new things, just so I can bring a great variety of content. Anyway, as I said earlier, this is my relaxing time, so I'm going to stop recording for today, but stick around because the rest of the weekend video is coming up next. It is now Sunday, and I'm sure my wife won't mind me sharing this story with you, because I just find it so funny. We went to Canterbury today to return an item that was purchased earlier in the week, and apart from experiencing something really quite disgusting in the coffee shop, which I'll share with you in a short while, we also stopped off at a optician's on the way back to the car, purely just to browse. My wife needs some new glasses for work and they've got an offer on in Specsavers. They're normal sort of 2-for-1 offers that a lot of opticians run from time to time. And she could see I was getting sort of quite bored sort of while she was going through all the different designs of glasses. But it was really funny because I said to her, look, you know, only you can choose, so I'm quite happy to wait while you go through them all. I said, but you can't order them now anyway because you haven't got your prescription with you. No worries, she said. Put her hand in her handbag, pulled out a prescription that she had done at Boots Opticians, which is just a different opticians to what we were actually in. We were in Specsavers. So I said fine. So we went through them and she tried some on, selected 2. She needs 2 different sorts. One primarily, almost did that then, one primarily plastic, because she uses them at work and they need to be able to be washed quite regularly. And the second one is to use at home. So that could be sort of any design, could be metal, etc. You know, so she looked through all the designs. We were in there for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And she finally decided on 2 different styles. And they both looked really nice. Got a prescription out, read it, and it was 2011 prescription. It was 3 years old. She picked up the wrong one. So alas, after picking out the glasses and going through the rigmarole of choosing a couple that she liked, she couldn't order them. So we had to put them back on the shelf and just laugh to each other and went on our way back to the car. So anyway, that's that little story for you. Now the other story I'm going to tell you is a bit sort of disgusting, but at the same time funny, and a bit of a situation you think, you know, could I have dealt with that any differently? And probably not. But anyway, I don't eat out very often for a few reasons. One is if we do eat out, I like to go to establishments that we've been to before, so we know the food's good, or we know it's hygienic, or the atmosphere's good. And more often than not, when we try somewhere new, it's either noisy or something's not quite up to the standard we expect, or I should say I expect. But anyway, so we didn't want anything particular to eat. We just wanted a drink and maybe a snack. So we went into a Costa coffee and we were queuing up, and I really needed to go for a wee. I needed to go to the toilet. So I said to my wife, you know, I've paid, would you mind waiting for it? I'll just nip off and use the toilet. So went to the toilet and it was engaged. There was somebody already in there and somebody waiting. So, oh no, sort of thing, you know. So I went back to my wife, we went and sat down, and before we started having our hot chocolate and our croissant, I said, I'm going to nip upstairs. So I went upstairs, because I thought there's bound to be toilets upstairs as well. Went upstairs, and instead of there just being 1 toilet upstairs, there's 2. So I thought, right, okay, no problem. The first one was engaged, went along to the second one, somebody in there as well. So I'm thinking, oh no, you know, so I came back out and thought, well, I'll wait, you know, they're not going to be too long. There's 2 to choose from, you know, I'm not going to wait up there for more than a couple of minutes. Whilst I was waiting, somebody else came and stood behind me. So there was then a queue of myself and this other person. And then the toilet door opened on the first one, and this really large lady got out. Not that there's anything wrong with being large, but really large lady, and she came out and she looks really hot and bothered and came out of the toilet. And as soon as the door opened, I thought, oh my goodness, because you could, the smell, you know, it's a natural thing when you go toilet, you get some smell associated with it. But what could I do? Could I say to the bloke behind, oh no, that's fine, you go ahead of me, I'll wait, you know, no problem, you go in and suffer the smell? Or do you just sort of brave it and go in? And I thought, well, I've got to go toilet, and I couldn't say to the other guy, you go ahead of me, because that would have been even weirder. So I went in, and of course you've got to close the door, because it's a private thing, close the door. And I was doing this sort of thing where you try and sort of take short breaths. I was going like this, taking little short breaths, and I even had my collar of my jacket over my nose. But the more you try and take a short breath, and this is where it's just so funny looking back on it, the more you try and do short breaths, the more you end up gasping and going and taking a deep breath every now and again. And it was terrible. I really couldn't get out of there fast enough. And it is stuck in my head as what the trip or what that little outing was all about. You know, that stuck, and I didn't enjoy my hot chocolate, and I didn't enjoy the outing, and it was just disgusting, and I wished it had never happened. But still, there you go. And then when we went downstairs, or I went downstairs and joined my wife, there was just so much noise. You know, there was kids running around. I hate it when that happens. I really do. I'm sorry. I've got children, I've had small children, you know, when they were growing up. We went to restaurants when they were growing up. When they used to try and run around or misbehave, they got told off. We used to tell them, sit still and be quiet, you know, because there are other people in the restaurant. And we always used to make sure that they sat quietly. And if they were playing up, we would distract them with something. Maybe we'd have some crayons or something they could draw with, or a little car for my son to play with. You know, you'd have something that would at least take their mind off of their boredom, you know. But these kids were running around, screaming, shouting, running up to other people's tables. we just couldn't get out there quick enough. So a little bit of a shame, but still, it was a good trip to Canterbury. The weather was nice, and overall it was a really good day. And that's taken up most of my Sunday. You know, we were over there, what, about 3 or 4 hours, something like that. And yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It didn't spoil the outing as such, and it was a really nice drive back as well. We had some good music on the way back, a nice clear run as well, along windy roads, and I really like that because I like driving along the windy roads. I just love driving. It is a really nice experience, especially when the road is clear. So, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little stories there of what happened on my Sunday. I hope you all had a fantastic Sunday and the rest of the weekend was amazing for you as well. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see another video of mine, please do click the annotation on the top of your screen now. And also, you can click the annotation on the bottom of your screen and subscribe to the Geekanoids channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next time.